Hey guys, welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. My name's Drew. Today I want to shoot a really quick video because I'm planting garlic in our 400 square foot garden. And garlic is typically probably the last thing you're going to be planting for the year. I like to do it the last week or two of October. And I'm planting this bed right now, and I just want to show how I'm spacing it and how many heads of garlic you can expect to harvest from a 3 foot by 6 foot bed. So stick around. So here is my bed of garlic here, and you could see I have them about approximately 6 inches apart. I didn't measure, but it's approximately 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows of 5, which I believe is 60. So you have 60 heads of garlic that you could expect to harvest from this little raised bed. And I like this garlic, planting garlic. I actually didn't do a very good job last year with garlic. I think I needed to fertilize a little bit more, and bone meal is something that I'm going to be adding after I cover these cloves of garlic. And then after I have them all buried in the ground and covered, I like to put a nice thick layer of straw on top to keep everything nice and warm over the winter months. And that's it for garlic. It's really, really simple, but it's just something that I really enjoy at the end of the year, is just planting garlic. Even though things are getting really cold, it's just something to look forward to for the next season. Now for a quick update of how everything is going in our 400 square foot garden, I deviated from my original plan. I did that a couple times just because of time constraints and actual things that I needed to get into the ground for my market garden that I didn't have space for on my market garden plot. I actually started planting some things in here that I needed for market. So some of those things are lettuces. So I actually planted a couple extra rows of lettuces, different kinds, and they did fairly well. A lot of these were planted, or transplanted at least, in the beginning of September, and I think I was a little late getting them, at least for market, but they're growing great. The big issue I've had here is pests, and I'm not sure exactly what is doing it on specifically my romaine lettuces are getting attacked by something, and I don't use any kind of sprays or anything like that to deter pests, but doing some research, I learned that I could use something called BT, which is not a chemical. It's actually a bacteria that, oh my gosh, it's like a moth or caterpillar or something that are eating the leaves of these leafy greens, and they will get rid of those bugs that are harming the greens, but they won't harm any other beneficial bacteria. And they're actually, that is an approved pesticide that you could use for an organic certification. So if you're concerned about growing things organically, BT is something that certified organic growers use to keep the pests away. So that's something I might experiment with next year to keep these bug bites away. It's something I never had to deal with before with my lettuce. Like, I've had some slug issues before, and slugs actually are something that I've seen because we got some pretty dense rains, and a lot of these greens were actually so saturated with water that they were just sitting on the soil. So some of this is definitely slugs related. These lettuces here are an iceberg type lettuce. It's called Ice Queen. I really like this variety. They form a really nice iceberg like heart in the middle. They're not there yet, but they're very, very pretty. It's a French heirloom. So yeah, I've got that. I've got a bed of beets here. It's a mix of beets. They're on the smaller side still. I think I planted them a little bit late. I needed to plant them earlier in maybe late July, because I didn't plant them, I think, until August sometime, maybe the second week of August, first week of August, but they didn't have enough time to develop. I had issues with beets this year, but I'm hoping that I'll get a nice harvest out of that bed. I planted a bed of cabbage here and they just got destroyed. Hopefully I'll get a few heads of cabbage. I'll walk a little closer so you could see. Yeah, this is my organic cabbage that a lot of pests have enjoyed. I was really looking forward to having some cabbage. Obviously I planted these late, and I'm hoping I still get some small heads out of here. But man, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into some pest prevention strategies for next year to get rid of that problem. Here we got some beets down here. A lot of weeds I haven't gotten to, but with the beets, I noticed this is my best looking row of beets. I did 3 rows in this 3-foot wide bed, so they're about 12 inches apart, and they did very, very nice. Carrots. I had a lot of luck with carrots in these raised beds. More so, better luck in these raised beds than in my in-ground beds that I use for my market garden. I believe these carrots that I planted in here are called an ox heart carrot. Never grew these kind before. They are not a very long carrot. They're kind of like, they look like they might be 3 or 4 inches and kind of a, I don't want to pull these yet because they're not all the way there, but kind of like a carrot I guess you would like for like a soup or a stew. Oh, it was the Parisian market carrot that I grew and I had really high hopes for. This looks really nice. I don't know if this one's done yet. Yeah, I should pull one. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like a little carrot version of a radish. Kind of cute. Ox heart. So this is something that I was experimenting with. I thought might be a cool thing to grow in not the deepest soil. So kind of cool. I think it would have got bigger if I left it in there, but I just wanted to show at least one of them. Maybe we'll have some of this for dinner. Back here, this kind of looks like a big weedy mess, but there are sweet potatoes in there. They're the Mehan yam variety, and I need to harvest them in the next few days before our first frost comes. I recorded another video the other day where my daughter and I and my son were harvesting sweet potatoes from one of our other raised beds that is actually a much deeper raised bed. It's like 2 feet deep, and I planted the same variety of the Mehan yam sweet potatoes that I got from Johnny Seeds in that bed, and I didn't weigh it yet. I had a huge, nice, really nice yield from that bed, and I want to compare that bed to this bed that's not as deep soil-wise and see how the yields compare, because this is a bigger bed. Like that bed was 2 feet wide by 6 feet long, and this one is 3 feet wide by 6 feet long. So this one's got a little bit more square footage, but it's not as deep soil. So I'm curious if that will have inhibited the amount of sweet potatoes that were grown in that bed. But I'm going to compare yields and see what did better. Anyway, I just wanted to share a quick update of our 400 square foot garden. I think it was a success this year. I really do. And I'm happy with how this garden looks. It makes me feel good when I'm out here because it looks really nice and clean. I really like the way it looks with the wood chips in between the wooden raised beds. And I'm just going to throw it out there. This is something that I had the idea for this garden and last year, and I planned it all for this year. And my end goal with this is to come up with the most comprehensive, efficient plan to grow the most amount of food in the least amount of space with this example of a 20-foot by 20-foot area, a 400 square foot garden. And my end goal, after next year, I plan to write a book called The 400 Square Foot Garden, where I give you all the things that I learned from this, and to help others at home that want to create their first garden, how they could do it and do it the most efficient way especially for people that might live in cities and more urban areas that might not have acres and acres of land, that just have a small plot of land in their backyard. Even if it's just a 20-foot by 20-foot area that might be grass, I want to reach those people and show them how they could convert that grass to a garden space like this and grow tons of food throughout the growing season. So that's my end goal, and I'm not there yet. I'm working on it, but if that's something that you're interested in, please sign up for my email list in the link below, and you'll get the first updates whenever I get to finish or finalize that book. You'll be the first to know about it and be on the waiting list to receive it. So I'm excited about that. I just want to put it out there, hold me accountable to make sure that I'm working towards completing that, because that's a big goal of mine, is to write that book and share this knowledge of what I'm learning back here with all of you at home. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I don't know why I'm using a carrot as a pointer, but there I go. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.